Yeah, all right, my people. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, this is your boy, your man, your lovely, Timo Starboy, Reality Talk TV. Yeah, so we're about to start the program. So happy weekdays to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Yeah, this is your man, your lovely. I love you all for sharing, for comment, for watching our program all the time. Don't forget tomorrow. That's Friday is our money program. Giveaway money program. So don't forget, guys. So be there, okay? So this is another updating. It's like as I was saying, this game is getting heat. It's getting heat and heat. All the time. I told you that it's not gonna be easy because this is Peter Obi versus Bola Tinubu, and they are struggling. You know, they are fighting each other to the dirt. They are fighting with their last blood. So I know truth will prevail. That is what I believe. Truth will prevail at the end of the game, because all their shenanigans, all their this playing games, cartoon games, all these kiddie games, So everything will end to it. Now there's another news that they say Peter Obi was maybe put to the detention, just stop on the airport, London airport, for impersonate. I don't know what what kind of that English mean. How can somebody impersonate somebody? You know, it's look like maybe they use his somebody uses a fingerprint, to order for the, I don't know whether the document to enter because I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's another APC pulling game. This is one of their dirty game. They are trying to utter out for people to look at Obi as a dirty man. So what does impersonate mean? How can somebody be? I don't know. Everything is very obvious, and is very possible, because they can use his fingerprint and to print a passport, document, traveling document, and use it to, because they are using it as well. This is very obvious and is very possible. They can get him one way or the other. Maybe when he was doing check, writing check, or maybe he was signing something with his fingerprint on it, and they can leave it up and do all sort of a document, just incriminating him, just to put him to shame. But anyway, I know God will show his mercy, and God will show his power over the devil. So without further ado, let me just show you this video, and maybe from there we can know what to do. So that is for them, because I know this one is not going to go down easily. It's not going to go down easily. So this is what we call dirty power. Fight for anything goes. This is broad fighting. Anything goes. They can matches themselves, they can stab themselves, they can shoot themselves. Anything goes. They are just fighting dirty, just to get the power. And if power is not belong to you, you can't get it. No matter what you do, no matter how you fight, even if you fight with your last blood, your last breath on earth, you can't get it. It's not for you. It's not meant for you. So you can't fight for what is not for you. So this is a video I will show you. Let me just show you, and this is from channel. Sorry, Jerry. This. Sorry, let me just find you. Okay. I haven't prepared. The video is somehow hiding somewhere. So, but I will fetch it out. It's our program. So we need to be managing. We need to be managing this until we get it proper. It's small, you know. Then say the ocean, it doesn't come up one day. It just have to be small before everything full up. You see, my brother and sisters, my loved ones over there, don't fight for what is not yours. Never fight for what is not yours. At the end of the game, you will lose. At the end of the show, you will lose totally, you know. Because when God is not in your side and you are struggling to fight, it seems you are just fighting your shadow. You are fighting your shadow. That is what it means. And nobody can fight his shadow except he's a crazy man. Just chasing the goose, you know. You'll be chasing your shadow. That means you have not, you know, you have not from your head. You are abnormal. You are not normal. You are not normal. And this presidential something that they say is do or die, it never be. They just create themselves as a monster. They create themselves as a monster. Okay, let me give you this one.
I was privileged to visit a presiding justice somewhere in one of the states. Our disciplinary process in this country is 40. So, judges... We are at the mercy of disco, no diesel. I was privileged to visit a presiding justice somewhere in one of the states, far away. When I go to the house, even the door to the house was in a pitiable situation. That's a presiding justice of Court of Appeal. All right, guys, this new advocate has come out to speak on...
Sorry. No. Sorry, we got it disturbed.
There are so many things that are wrong.
Sorry.
Not necessarily with the judges, but with the judiciary itself. My Lord Honorable Justice the former Chief Judge of Anambra State, had spoken extensively on what he called the independence of the judiciary. Nigerian judiciary, as of today, constitutionally speaking, and in theory, is independent. But I have doubt whether in practical reality the judiciary is independent. And when we are talking about independence of the judiciary, first, is the Nigerian judiciary independent in terms of the resources available to it? It does not have power to approve its budgets. Nigerian judiciary does not mint currency.
You see what they
say? So it necessarily has to go to the executive. You recall that there were litigations by different Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, and judgment delivered that money meant for the judiciary should be given to the judiciary. But that judgment appears to have been breached by the executive, and there are a lot of reasons for this. It is difficult for us to avoid some examples that are gotten from ecclesiastical world. For instance, when you know of a lawyer whose stock in trade is to meet with judicial officers and settle with the judicial officer, either wittingly or unwittingly, such a lawyer is not fit and proper to be made a judge. So, I am not disputing that there are some lawyers who may be engaging in such things, and the reasons are not far-fetched. Our disciplinary process in this country is faulty. When the soul sell his birthright because he was hungry, he needed just something from the pot of porridge so as to keep body and soul together. So the political class appears not to want our judiciary to be financially independent. Nigeria is about the only country where I see that what legitimately belong to the court, the judges, the executive arm of government, put on advertorial as the number of cars they are bought for judges, the number of buildings they are donated to the judges, as if judges are paupers and beggars. So, when we see that the judiciary is having a low rating in the sight of the public, one of these is that Nigerian judiciary does not have financial autonomy. Number two, now, and in those good olden days, no one lobbied to be made judges or to be the judge. You appear in court. Their lordships who are sitting observe your character, your mien, your demeanor, and your relationship with your colleagues and with the bench, and the character you display in terms of the matters you have in court. It is then that they say, look, Charles, you are crossing over to this other side tomorrow. The monument was not as high as we have now. But today, to be made a judge in Nigeria, it appears to me that what you know does not matter. It is whom you know that works for you. Either whom you know as a godfather in the judiciary.
Okay.
In the judiciary or as godfather in political cycle. And I think it's the late Adiola that says that the hands of the giver is always on top. So when you see the dwindling of the students,
the hands of the giver is always on top. If you want to give, you give like this, not like
these
this.
are products of the
So that is the proverb.
because
What is mean?
no habit. No one can give what he does not know or does not have. So
Exactly.
if we are talking about reform, we must go back to the golden days where recruitment to the bench was a demonstration of impeccable character of the lawyer, the magistrate, or the registrar.
So in your assessment, you acknowledge that the executive arm of government plays a very big role in the judiciary today, and you think that should not be there.
We have,
because it's not just Nigeria. I mean, in America, for example,
in Nigeria,
the president nominates the justices.
In America, judges stand election. Let's not go to America, because like my Lord was invited to be a blessed name where he is. English are English, Nigerians are Nigerians. Theirs are not ours, and ours are not them. Theirs. Theirs.
Well, English judges don't stand for elections.
Sorry, let me interrupt this. This is a breaking news. Let me read just this article quickly. They say presidential election petition tribunal. INEC chairman tell tribunal to dismiss Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and PDP petition. INEC chairman claim electronic transmission of election result is not compulsory. See me see wahala. When they know say it's not compulsory, why do they introduce it in the first place? Why do they promise the whole Nigeria say this one na game change? It's a game changer, so it will enable them to work very smoothly. And now they are saying that it's not compulsory. Ẹ gbà wá o, ẹ gbà wá o, ilé tí ń jó o, ẹ pé panápaná o, INEC, they want turn the whole thing into another catapult. I know they are suspect. They are suspect. They are suspicious in this calamity. Now they are saying that the electoral transmission is not compulsory. Why do they introduce it? Why do they get our money? 300 billions. Is it a small money? Is it a small joke? Is it a mind? You got the money in the first place, hoping that you will do the needful, that you promise in a Chatham House, say this one is a game changer. Now you want to catapult the whole thing now, say it's not compulsory. Thunder go fire you. You go to jail. Yakub Mahmood, you must rot in jail because you are a dubious. You are a dubious fellow. You don't even want to be calling professor, not talk less of even self to call you engineer self. You are very, in fact, you will pay for this criminal activity you do. You will pay for it because the entire head of over 200 millions of Nigeria, over 200 millions. You know, so you are playing games now. You think you can fool somebody? You think you can fool all of them? You can't fool all of us. What a stupid talk. It's not compulsory. Who tell you it's not compulsory? We want a clean shot, not all this this thing where they not they do. All these nonsense things, this nonsense games. We want transparent and clean and credibility election. Credible election, not all this thing. You think you can fool people? You fool yourself. You must go to jail. Jail is your house, is your next house, and we will push you there. Nonsense. Election is the transmission is not compulsory. Who says by who? Says who? Idiot. I don't know who give you the audacity to be saying nonsense like that. Let me play you
for the courts, but judiciary authorities are already warning against that, given the state of the nation. Senior lawyers Olisa Agbakuba and Femi Falamno, both of them senior advocates of Nigeria, well, they've called for petitions to be decided before inaugurations are held. There have also been calls for a live telecast of the presidential election
we need a result before this
and the sittings.
This inauguration thing.
Michael Anduaka, the senior advocate of Nigeria,
you cannot fool us again.
Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, joining us now on the program. Great to have you with us. Thank you for joining us on Newsday.
Thank you very much.
Well, we have spent a chunk of the program discussing judicial reforms before you joined. There is a current discourse on the severe need for these judicial reforms. How could that help in these processes that we are about to encounter?
Well, generally, judicial reforms have been a continuous process. And mind you, any alteration of the Constitution amounts to a kind of judicial reform. The judges have started to interpret what the legislature has enacted. And generally, everybody's expectation is for quick dispensation of justice.
Exactly, yeah.
I think the reforms has to do more with procedural rules. For instance, in matters of election petition or pre-election petition, it would be desirable to do away with preliminary objections being taken separately and the judgments being taken separately. We appreciate that reforms should go deep in solving that problem where people went to court, presented petitions, preliminary objection referred to the petitions. They took time to hear the matters on merit. Just for judges, some rulings came that the matters were struck out just on the issue of the preliminary objection, and no judgment was given on merit. The overall effect of this was that most of the plaintiffs who went to the higher court could not get remedy because 180 days had expired. Most of the cases dragged at the lower court, the election petition dragged at the lower court to the full 180 days. It was naturally expected that judgment would be given on merit, even if the trial court opposed the preliminary objection. But in most cases, after taking full 180 days, the judge will come with one page, I agree with the preliminary objection and I've struck out the matter. When the person goes on appeal, the court of appeal, in their wisdom and correctly too, say if I repeat the case, the 180 days constitutional provision have expired. So there has been very great injustice, and this reforms there's need for us to look at that aspect. And also, in my opinion, like other countries, I have been wondering why the governorship election tribunal goes to 3 stages. When I was Attorney General, such a proposal came, but I turned it down. Because I saw the presidential election coming tribunal starting from Court of Appeal and ending in the Supreme Court. All other elections starting from the tribunal and end at the Court of Appeal. So I did not see any justification why the governorship election will go to 3 stages: tribunal, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court. So that is another area we have to make some reforms. There should not be such a disparity. If at all there's going to be a disparity, it should have been the presidential election and amendment be effected so that the Supreme Court hears once and for all as a court of first instance.
All right, very good.
That is some of the comments I've raised.
Very good, Mr. Adora. Now, let's talk about 2 issues here. The televising of presidential tribunal deliberations and ensuring all litigations are closed before swearing in. Is it possible to achieve this, you think?
First, the issue of televising is desirable, but proceedings of the courts are open and everybody has access to it. The issue is to do the Supreme Court or the tribunals, like the presidential tribunal, do they have the resources and the equipment to start televising now? But the constitutional provision is met. Trial should be in open court, parties should have access to it, and that is exactly what the presidential tribunal is doing. Coming to the issue of whether the trial should finish before swearing is highly desirable. But it does not violate the Constitution if it does not finish. Because the Constitution says the trial should take 180 days. And I don't see any problem in that. The reason is that if the court of first instance in case of presidential, which is the Court of Appeal, gives judgment, even if the election is nullified, and the president-elect appeals to the Supreme Court, he will remain as president. And the presidential
Supreme Court gives a decision. So we must allow the judges to operate within the ambit of the Constitution. The constitutional provision has been that do everything at the court of first instance within 180 days. Of course, issues are commenced by written summons. Testimonies have to be given. The judges have to evaluate. The judges are doing handwriting. So we must appreciate the special circumstances the judges found themselves. It's not just one presidential petition. I think there's a couple of 3-4 presidential petitions. And then to say that do them before the swearing in, I don't find it conceivable. And when I was Attorney General, there was a presidential election petition that dragged on until 1 year before judgment was given. And that is the wisdom National Assembly tried to abridge time and say, look, do presidential election tribunal, which is 180 days, do the appeal 60 days. It has already shortened the 1 year or the 2 years election petitions used to drive on. So I think we must use wisdom. All the people that wish that the election should finish before the swearing is desirable. And that is why I say there's one area we must look at. Most countries, they take presidential election straight at one shot at the Supreme Court because the whole country is waiting. So maybe because of the desire by this of the public to have this aid consciously, we should look at, in the course of our judicial review, look at whether we can separate the presidential election among the Constitution and make the filing of presidential election petition be at the Supreme Court as course of first instance and final. Just as you can see beside, it's done in Kenya and most other countries. Disputes relating to elections, presidential election, are filed directly at the Supreme Court. I think that is one window we can look at. And I have said this, it is obviously desirable to have the election tribunal finish before the swearing. But it may not be practically possible because the judges are human beings. The volumes of authorities have been cited. And of course, some authorities may even be overruled, or the Supreme Court may have reasons to depart from their previous decisions based on the authorities. Years have passed, things have changed, the nature of amendment that occurred in the Constitution. Some of the authorities may not be applicable. You also look at the Electoral Act. Some of the authorities that were delivered may not be applicable now. But one key thing that strengthened, I think the judges should be allowed to look at whether they can strengthen the process of election. Because emphasis have always been on the result of the election. Not knowing that a corrupt process also can produce a system that cannot stand. And I think this is a window that everybody should be cautioned to allow the judges start from the process in looking at the grounds that deals with corrupt practices and non-compliance. Let the judges look at the process and see whether they can lay a solid foundation for this country. That if the process is strengthened, then the result that comes from a very sound foundation will be credible. I think that's what we should have concerned everybody. Because if you don't say, rush, do the election, look at the results and decide, I don't think we are missing the point. And that is the point we have always been missing. Because the law should be looked from the foundation, which envisages that elections should be free and fair as stipulated in the Constitution. The judges should look, because we have done it over and over in the country. And time has come to allow the Supreme Court or the judges in their wisdom look at the whole process and lay a solid foundation, looking at the process that strengthened and creates a solid foundation for a credible result for the parties who participated in the election. And I think that this should not be done in a hurry. It should be done within the 180 days as stipulated by the Constitution.
All right. And still speaking on these processes, our outgoing president, Buhari, well, he promised to deliver these free and fair elections, but with 436 election cases strewn across 27 states, I guess I can ask whether or not he has achieved any semblance of that.
That is the main issue the courts have to determine. You promise free and fair election, and so many petitions are before the court, from presidential, for senatorial, governorship, and therefore the courts will determine whether the process that led to these results were credible from the constitutional provisions, from the provisions of the Electoral Act, and then the results. Because mind you, if you say you base election based on only the result, then there's a problem. The problem is that you do not care how the result is arrived at. Because people can sit anywhere, do the result, do anything they want, and feel that they will violate the process. But we have judicial authorities that say that the process for the election is as important as the result. And that's why I urge everybody to calm down. Let us see what the president promised. From the decision coming out from the various tribunals, we know whether the process was actually complied with to give a credible election. For now, the judgment will prejudice the cases in court. But of course, the volume of cases, it takes a lot. But of course, Nigerians also like going to court. Let me tell you an instance. When I was Attorney General, I felt there was no need to abridge time to file election petition. Because Nigerians, when they are in court, the tendency of violence is less. I'm taking them on to court. And so the supporters do not engage in violent activities. And that's one area I will also use to talk about, even though you have not asked me. Everybody has gone to court. And I feel there's no reasons not to follow the constitutional provision, but to keep the process. One laughable argument has been presented is that interim government. I don't see the basis for that. People who elected to go to Tribunal have taken to follow the due process. And the provisions exist for trial and judgment. And provision exists that in the event of even a presidential election is nullified, there's a provision that of who will become the president and the election will be, acting president, election will be conducted. So I think those who drop these ideas of interim government or whatever are overheating the system, and they are actually violating the Constitution. Because everything relating to election in the country is specified. How the winner or how the loser will conduct himself is specified in the Constitution and the Electoral Act. And how in the event election is nullified, what happens? We have had instances at the governorship level where elections have been nullified and fresh elections ordered. And we have instances where the speaker becomes the governor. It's just that we have never had an instance where the presidential election is nullified. But the provisions are all identical. So it is expected that in the event anything like happen, there's a mechanism for the country to move on and wait for another election within 3 months. But for now, there's a presumption that the person who won the election is regular. You know, there's a presumption of public officers. If a public officer does a thing, even in your eyes, you will look at it as irregular, but there's a presumption is inferred. Until you who is challenging that he did not follow the due process proves that in court, then until it's proved. So those who are overeating the system of interim government have no basis on it because the tribunal did not. It's a subtle intimidation to the judges, and I don't think it's necessary. It's a desirable thing, but they should also realize the volume of work the judges have and how we expect them to treat presidential elections that are up to 4 to 5, and they finish within 180 days, and then go on appeal to Supreme Court and finish within 60 days.
You know, it can be finished if you guys is serious about the election. If you are really serious about the system, it can be finished within 1 month. I don't know why you are proceeding for many years, you know, all those kind of rule something, you know. So I don't want to start rule something, you know. Sorry, Jerry. And I want to start out to something, you know. Sorry, Jerry. And I want to start out to something, you know. I'm repeating myself. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. So this is how Nigeria system is, you know. It's very obvious that these people, they are not serious. They are not serious in Nigeria, and they will never be. Let me play this one to you. This one will be interesting. Okay. The Shibajo. Okay, let's hear from the Shibajo. Shibajo Walls.
That should have invited me to justice and and he said to me, the only way by which we can possibly reclaim the
Vice President of Nigeria
that has been taken away from us by these people is going through the courts.
He was telling story.
And
let's hear from him.
He said to me that the only way is by proving that there was multiple voting. In other words, proving that a few people simply from printed ballot papers dumped the ballot papers into ballot boxes, and they were counted in favor of the opposition. Then of course the PDP.
Sorry. This commercial is disturbing.
Of the opposition. Then of course the PDP. He then said to me that the only way we can do this is by somehow, he says, I don't know how you're going to do it, but somehow proving by forensic evidence that this is exactly what happened. I said to him, I said, nobody has ever proved an electoral case, an electoral petition by forensic evidence. There's just no history of it. He said, and I said, what is it now? We have over a million ballot papers. If we consider all of the ballot papers in each of these states, there are over a million. In fact, at the time there were about 1.3 million ballot papers putting together all the states. And how can we prove multiple voting? He said, I have told you what my own view is. You just go and look for the way of searching this out. So I went to the UK.
It's an interesting story.
I met with possibly the most experienced fingerprint expert in the entire United Kingdom, a gentleman called David Fenton, introduced to me by some of the QCs who I worked with in the UK. And when I told David Fenton the enormity of the problem, he laughed and almost fell off his chair. He said, in all my own almost 50 years of experience as a fingerprint expert, I have not even done up to 4,000 fingerprints. You are now saying that I should come and do 1.3 million fingerprints. Come on, I mean, that's almost impossible. Anyway, so we started that day, that was the first day. And then he called me back on Monday and said, let's talk again about this crazy thing that was suggested. And we sat and talked about it. And somehow designed a way, he said, of course, we use a bit of technology. But most importantly, we were able to get fingerprint experts. He said to me, he said, the only way is to get the number of fingerprint experts that have never been assembled before. I said, about how many? He said, a minimum of 50 fingerprint experts. In the end, we hired 63 fingerprint experts. 63. 50 of them were from the UK police. What was even more interesting about that was that even to get the UK police to support us, Ashwaju had to come all the way from Nigeria to come and talk to friends and people to try and persuade the authorities to let them use the UK police. In the end, they allowed us to, of course, in the spare time of those policemen, and we got an additional 10. Altogether 63 policemen working, help in and participate now in the grant.
Sorry guys.
For almost 6 months.
Commercial all the
We
time.
were able to put together for the first time,
Almost commercial.
definitely in the history of electoral petitions anywhere in the world. We were able to put together a solid forensic case that showed that all of the places where we were defeated, it was on account of multiple fundraising, and we also demonstrated that it was impossible for those who said the vote of the funds, and we showed that if you cast 20,000 votes in a particular unit, when we calculated the time that it takes to cast one single vote, it's usually about 5 minutes. But we discovered that our friends in that other political party were able to cast their votes in 5 seconds. Because all they were doing was taking completely, they just simply take out the booklets and complete as many as possible. So we were able to demonstrate all of that in court. Cut a long story short, one by one, we were able to get back the states that have been taken away from us. The only way by which that could ever have been achieved is surely not just by the vision, but by the determination of the leader of our leader at that time. The one, of course, the leader of the ACL at the.
Okay, so guys, we will leave it like this. We leave the show like this. So I thank you for watching for today. So tomorrow we'll bring another updating as it is going. As we promise you, you will be getting fresh. You know, everything has to do with a prayer on that land, because these people, you know, these are our politicians. You can't rely on them. You can't trust them, you know, because it's all about do or die election, do or die president. And it's not supposed to be. The way they're taking it, it's like they want to take their own life. You know, it's a suicide mission. That is the way I see it, you know. Suicide mission. They don't care if anybody want to go down with it, if anybody is going to hell, you know, hellfire, wherever. In as much as they are the one that is in control, in power, you know, their own self, you know, selfishness. That is what it takes. And we'll say no. We youth, we say no. It can't be happen. Our life is depend on it too. We have our life to live. So you can't ruin our life. You can't jeopardize on our life. So that is why we are fighting. We are agitating. So, and God will prevail. God's power shall be done on the evils doers. Because I call them evils. All these are our leaders. All these are our government. They are a bunch of evils. They don't care. See the way they are taking the whole scenario, the whole drama, you know. They don't even want to know whether somebody is dying or maybe starving or doesn't have anything. They don't care. All they care is about themselves. All they care is about themselves. And it's time we say no. No to rada. No to bad government. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Our mumu you don't do. So when we start singing all this, we will know right from the wrong. So thank you guys. Thank you. I love you all as usual. So please, if you are first time in my program, please share my program and like it, and just follow me on my page, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on Facebook, no, on YouTube, on Facebook, Timo Starboy Channel Blog, on Twitter, Timo Oladipupo 1, Timo Oladipupo 1, or you can just short it Timo Oladipupo 1. It's the same thing. You will just click it, just put at the front before you click it. So follow my page, I beg you. Just follow, just let us increase, So I'm not like I always say, I don't monetize the page. I don't need to monetize it. I'm contented with what God have given me, what God have done in my life. So even if I'm doing charity, tomorrow, Friday, is my charity day. So I always give. I don't collect, and I know God will put it, He will give it to me somehow, I depend on God, not on, say I want to collect from you. So if you are watching the program, just watch it and make it fun. Just relax, let's have fun on it, It's your program, it's our program. It's all our program. We will just, like I always say, we just enlighten ourselves and we are sharing light to where there is darkness. All this darkness around us, we want to share light. Let us see what is around us, within us, so that we not lack of seeing things, We'll not be saying that I didn't see it. Oh, where did it happen? I didn't hear it. Oh. So that is why we are bringing this program to you, for you to be exciting and alarming, so that you know what is going on in this wide world, because it's a brutal world. I just call it like that. It's a really brutal, If you can survive it, that is a survivor series. We're in the survivor series, and this program, it will be going forever. I will never stop until this madness of our leader is stopped, until we see the changes for good. I will continue bringing them. We will continue showing their ass, even if it takes to put torchlight into their ass and show it to all people, to see. We will do it. So trust us on that. That is why we created this platform in the first place. So power to the youth, power to the people. Power belongs to God, Almighty Father, and God will back us, and He will always be with us and defend us. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're always welcome. I love you all. Have a wonderful time. Bye. Mwah. Mwah.